and welcome back to another timelessly toned aerobics workout video. My name is Summer and today we're going to do level 3 of my advanced program. Today we're going to have a higher heart rate, stepping up our moves, and we're going to add weights. Today I'm going to have 2 dumbbells. You can use whatever weight you would like. I'm going to keep the same weight throughout the video, but you can change it depending on the move and your skill level. As always, if you have any health concerns or injuries, please consult a physician before joining me today. Without further ado, let's get into our warm-up, then our workout, and then our cool down. Let's go. Coming into our warm-up, we're going to pick up those feet into a jog with arm swings. Here we go, 20 seconds. Let's go backwards. Alright, keeping this jog, we're going to do a butt kicker with an alternating arm curl. Here we go. And kick that butt and curl. Alright, coming out of this, let's go ahead and stretch out those legs with a rainbow hamstring stretch. So wide stance here, and tap that toe and switch. Last one. Good. Back into a regular standing stance. We're going to do some shoulder rolls, starting with the forward. Send it to the back. All right, out of these rolls, let's go ahead and get those quads. Front of your thigh. Here we go. Bring up that heel to that butt and switch quickly. Now let's go ahead and roll out those ankles right out in front of you. Let's switch the way. And other foot. And switch the direction. Let's do the same with our wrists. Rolling them out in front of you, one way first, and then we'll switch directions. And other way. Good. Coming back here, we're going to do a side lunge stretch, switching quickly, so wide stance, into one side, and switch. Do a couple more of these. Last ones, one more time to this side. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and bring it up. We're going to get right into the workout. Warm up is done. Here we go. Coming into the workout, go ahead and pick up those weights. Today I'm using 2 3-pound dumbbells. We're going to get started with a march with the weights above head. So go ahead and bring up those weights, neutral grip, and march it out. Keeping this march, we're going to go into a bicep curl, alternating it with a hammer curl. Bring down those weights into that bicep curl together. When you come down, hammer curl. Elbows nice and tight to that side. Let's do one more set. Good. Now plant those feet. We're going to go ahead and do some punches. Cross body in front of you. Here we go. One more each side. And take it from the top, weights above the head with a march. Speed up that march now. Now bring down those weights, keep that march in that bicep curl. Here we go. And hammer. one more. Last hammer. Good. Now into those punches. Here we go. One more. Good. Now we're going to switch it up. Bring these weights into a front squat. Rack them up. Let's squat and tap out to the side. Here we go. Last one. Good. Now into a lunge with a high knee. Go ahead and lunge reverse into that high knee. Here we go. Last one, and switch legs. Last one. Good, now we're gonna do thrusters, so into that squat and thrust up. Here we go. Driving out of those heels, let's go. Last one, and take it from the top. Here we go, front squat with that tap out. Last one, good. Onto that lunge with high knee, back and up. Last one and switch. Last one. Good, into those thrusters. Last one, and 10. Go ahead and set down those weights. We're gonna march out for 15 seconds. All right, coming out of this march, we're gonna do skaters with that weight out to the side. Go ahead and pick it back up. With weights in hand now, go ahead and bring it into that lateral raise with skaters. Here we go. Coming out of this, let's go ahead and bring those weights down into a button hop. Here we go. Switch it to a bunny hop side to side. All right, put down those weights. Let's march it out for 15 seconds. For the next portion, we're gonna come down to the floor. go ahead and find a comfortable place on the floor. We're bringing it down. Coming down to the floor, you're still going to need your weights, so keep them close. We're going to start with an unweighted one called plank jacks. So up in that high plank position, we're going to do a jumping jack with those feet. Here we go. Onto those knees, we're going to do a weighted bird dog. So grab one of those weights. We're lifting opposite arm, opposite leg. Here we go. Start with one arm and leg. And switch sides. Good. Now let's take it from the top. 15 plank jacks. Here we go. Into position and go. Woo! Bird dogs. And switch. Good. Staying on the floor for the next section. Go ahead and grab those weights and come down onto your back, planting those heels in the floor. We're going to do a glute bridge with a chest press. So down and up. And 10, we're going to stay in this position, bring those legs up. We're going to do a dead bug. So grabbing one dumbbell, you're going to drop one leg and bring it back. Last one. Let's take it from the top with glute bridges. Here we go. And up. One dumbbell into those dead bugs. Last one. Good. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back up to your feet. Now that we're back up to the floor, we're going to try one last dynamic move. We're going to go into a lateral curl, into a front raise, jump jack in the middle, and then repeat. Here we go. more. Good, put down those weights. We're gonna march it out 15 seconds. Coming out of this march, we're gonna finish it off with a butt kicker jog with lateral arm curls. Here we go. Bring up those heels to your butt. Woo! Go ahead and bring it down. We're gonna go right into our cool down and stretch it out. Coming into our cool down, let's go ahead, march it out. Let our heart rate start coming back to us. Alright, coming out of this march, we're going to go and we're going to chest open our stretch. So linking those hands together, plant those feet behind that head, open with 4 deep breaths here. Alright, from this, let's pull that forearm across your chest, rest that shoulder, get a nice little stretch. Let's switch arms. Make sure we're just pulling on that forearm. Alright, coming out of this, we're going to do a nice little leg stretch. So feet together first. If you can't touch your toes, pulse it out, slide it in those knees. Here we go. Take a nice wide stance. We'll go to the middle and then we'll go from toe to toe. To one toe first, to the other. Good. Bring it back up on those feet. We're going to go into that little lunge stretch to get our hip and our calf. Into that lunge. Nice tall posture. Lean back. Get that front of your hip right there. Now pull forward and get that calf. Let's switch sides. Same thing. Lean back, straighten this leg. And pull forward, get that calf. One last arm stretch, arm behind your head, push that elbow. Let's switch. All right, we are all done with the workout today. Great job for completing our Level 3 Advanced program. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please subscribe, like, and share, and comment whatever you want to see next from me. Today, I burned a total of 261 calories, and my heart rate was an average of 144 BPM. You should feel very proud of yourself, and as always, all movement is good movement. Have a great rest of your day, eat well, fuel your body, and I'll see you back here very soon.